All righty, everybody. I'm super excited today for another Coinsider live stream. It is Friday, July 18th. And as always, we do our streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 noon Eastern time. Super easy to remember. You never were going to forget. And you know exactly when to join me next. But first, a quick mic check, if you don't mind. Song for Altseason. But first, a quick mic check, if you don't mind, folks. And let's see. Also, after the mic check, real quick, as always, the goal is 100 likes on the stream. I believe we got close last time. Actually, let me see how close we got. Let me just pull that up real quick. Okay, view your channel. Last time we got... we're so close, folks. Last time we're at 94. Please help me get to 100 likes, whether you're watching now or if you're watching the VOD. Please help me get to 100 likes on YouTube. And on X. I'm streaming on X too. And then for those watching the VOD afterwards, I'm also leaving you timestamps so you can skip around as you'd like. But first, okay, so the main segment today is it really alt season? We're going to take a look at a lot of different things surrounding that. But first, as always, we like to start with the market pulse segment. Let's go Retail DAO. Yes, let's go. I'm going to share a little bit more about Retail DAO at the end of the stream. But first, the market pulse. Let me just pull up some stuff here for y'all. And then sign in. Okie dokie. Let me share my screen. I'm actually going to do this way so that I can clip it into TikToks and shorts and X clips more easily. But basically, we've had a little bit of a pullback in the markets, like for BTC. You see here, little pullback, nothing too crazy. And ETH has been going wild, but it also pulled back a little bit. So still overall, things are looking like they're pumping quite a bit. Especially like XRP. Like XRP, ADA, it's like the normies love XRP and ADA, which is crazy. Anyhow, fear and greed index, still greed, which is right per my own sentiment as well. And let's take a quick look at some of the most important charts. Wait, I spelled that wrong. Bitcoin dominance. Wow. Bitcoin dominance dropped quite a bit. Even past this 7-day mini alt season in early May, where this is a bigger alt season. So that has to do with our previous question of, is this really alt season? We're going to take a deep look into that question. Let's take a look at DXY, dollar strength. Okay, not too much to report here. It's still low. It's kind of choppy in the past few days. Indecisive as to if it's going to go even lower or not. But it did it is, DXY is looking weak, which means great things for risk assets such as Bitcoin, right? In terms of the ETF flows, ETF flows still strong. Wait, let me see if I can. let me see if I can change this a bit. Okay, maybe I can change this a bit. But anyhow, ETF flows still strong. Hyperliquid long short ratio is a little better than like 2 days ago, but still high. Actually, maybe let's do this instead so you guys can see more of it. Yeah. And then liquidation heat map. Now it's looking like check this out, folks. Now it's looking like it wants to go back up to liquidate all these shorts, right? 68 million worth of shorts at 119,000, almost 120,000, and then more at almost 122,000. A lot of shorts to be liquid. Not a lot of longs left to liquidate here, right? Ooh, Cryptos chain. We should have you on sometimes to chat. Pump fund getting close to ICO price. Ooh, that is something curious that I'd love to take a look at. And then just real quick, Crypto EQ, they did give us a strong sell zone signal. This is for all the premium members, by the way. We get those VIP members of Retail DAO get premium access for free. And strong sell zone, yeah. So far, this has looked as a smart signal that's actually been working. Let's see the day trader signal. It's at hold right now. Sell zone. Look, this has been, no signal in the world is going to get everything exactly at the top and exactly at the bottom. But just looking at this, buy zone, sell, you'd be in profit. Well, I guess it depends. Like if you buy like exactly here, then maybe not. But for the most part, you'd be profit here, and profit up here, right? So yeah, let's see. Speaking of pump, let's see if pump is pump even on TradingView. Pump Binance. Ooh, this looks nasty. Let me see. Not daily. Let's do 1 hour chart. Wow, pump looks like nasty. Yeah. I mean, I honestly think that eventually pump runs out of sellers and they get a hated rally and they go to like 10 bill or so. So I don't know if you want to potentially try to speculate on that. I wouldn't hold pump like super long term, but I do think there's a logical case to be made that pump does have a hated rally back up to like 10 bill or whatnot. The page before was Crypto EQ. Yes, it is good as a TradingView indicator for sure. Okay, so that was the market pulse. Before we get to the main section, which is it really alt season? Once again, would really appreciate your help getting to 100 likes on the stream, whether you're watching right now or later, like watching the VOD. Okay, but before we get to this, is it really alt season main segment of the stream, I want to really quickly talk about the big, beautiful news. We always try to do like one big, beautiful news topic. And in today's stream, it's about the new Base app. Did you watch that announcement? That was quite crazy. Like, here, let me share my screen. Let me close some tabs. So a new day one. Look, they had this long.
And whenever you're talking to a company that's big and you're working,
they have Jesse Pollock, Brian Armstrong shows up, and then a lot of like product managers, even creators. Where's that guy?
Some of you might have heard. This will be commerce site,
uh,
everything from
Gary V. You guys know him, right? And then Cleo Abrams, big YouTuber. They're talking about creators on Base. So this was a huge launch for Base. And I want to show you a few of the things that it's going to include. Jesse also went on TBPN.
That much money, followers, or and filling up this kind of things that we're focusing on. And
so let's check this out. You still have to join the wait list, but this is like a super app per se. One sec. There we go. Super app, new Base app, and their new logo. See this little square logo they have? I don't really like this logo, but it's whatever. It's not the point. One app, everything connected. You have a place to post, earn, trade, play, and chat. It's a super app. I don't know if I hope their thesis of a super app is going to work. But then again, Elon's trying to do the same thing with X. So when people engage with their content, you get paid. It's social first. So it's going to be like integrated with like Farcaster and things like that. Trade millions of coins, pay anyone anywhere with like USDC, messaging meets money, earn more from your cash from USDC, make it your stylize the app. It's a mini app for everything. And here's a little bit more details from the whatchamacallit, from the blog post. Because I can't do clips. I can't do vertical clips if I do that way. But yeah, I think I want to try this out, this new Base app. I signed up for the wait list already. One thing, I don't know if it's going to work. They said every post is going to be its own token. I honestly don't know if that thesis is right. Like, unless you're like a big celeb or something, why would anyone want to like speculate on your posts? You know, especially for like 95% of the people on there. Right? I mean, would you guys want to trade my posts? Probably not, right? I wouldn't want to trade your posts, no offense. Okay, new universal ID owned by you. Base pay with USDC. You can check out in a lot of different places with Shopify integration. Yeah, this is quite cool. I think I might try this out when it comes out. And Base is
now Base Chain. The Ethereum L2.
It's also 10x faster with flash blocks.
We've been building in a core part of the superchain. Base Chain's North Star is fast, cheap, secure on-chain transactions at scale in a decentralized network that everyone can access. The chain powers the infrastructure that enables this ecosystem of on-chain apps. And I have some big news. As of today, as of about 2 hours ago, Base Chain is now 10 times faster.
Guys, this it's going to give Solana a run for their money. Base Chain is becoming faster and faster. Oh my goodness, Solana, watch out. They even had a little like Base Erewhon special juice. That's kind of funny. Let's see what the creators say.
really just have an innate drive to create and to really make stuff that's authentic to yourself. And a lot of the existing systems or studios that are around today, sort of like the institutions, don't really facilitate that. And so, and even creating Shibuya, it was an attempt to see if we could replicate the White Rabbit model and help other creators or filmmakers be able to realize or make stuff on their own terms too, and without having to experiment.
Yeah, so Base is doing a lot of stuff with creators.
People are listening.
Check this out by Gary V's vision.
People are listening now, common gen pop, and they're like, you're gonna earn. This is not about buying a photo as an NFT to speculate to sell it later. This is far more what is happening for IRL creators in tip culture than it is the NFT culture. There's clearly a collector's layer. Look, I think collecting is now starting to get close to music, sports, fashion as a pillar of our society. Labubu, cards, Pokemon, all that. But that fact, when you say that, for people that grew up in 21, 22 hysteria and froth, this is not about buying, though I'm sure that will be an option. When you understand the subconscious tip culture that is happening in IRL streaming, and you layer that here, and you understand the frictionless layer that you're creating, the economics are profound. They're profound.
What do y'all think about that? I mean, I guess collecting makes sense, but collecting everyone's like posts. Remember how Jack Dorsey's like post got sold and then for like millions, and now it's worth like a penny, like literally. I don't know about every post being a token. Like maybe like the top people, like Elon's post will get speculated on. But besides that, like, really? It is called the Base app. They completely redid the Coinbase wallet to merge with Base and making it a super app called the Base app. Yeah, you're right. He is kind of saying, but basically he's saying like collecting is a big part of the future, and that there's going to have some collecting going on in like the Base app and something like that. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to dig in more. They think that's the future. Every post being on chain and being tradable, having a token. I don't know, bro. Let's see if there's anything else here that's interesting. Base Pay Shopify. Okay. Base Pay, Base Account, Universal for the open internet. Earn with any post. Okay. I guess that's the one that we gotta watch. Powered by Zora. Okay.
To show you what that actually looks like once you start using it in your everyday life. So for me, it starts the same way that a lot of things in my life start, a group chat. Because messaging is just the most familiar thing on our phones. We use it every day. I can export it here in LA, happen alongside Altseason, live in the right country where you're eligible for me to get this notification right here. This is a moment that we want everyone to experience. Not just likes and views, but real earning and real upside. And
your post is trending. Really cool, your post has been collected 22 times. You've earned $7.54 USDC.
I didn't just earn from people buying on the Base app. Most of the buys actually happen from other apps because this coin is available on open markets. So earning from your creativity isn't new, but doing it this easily and on your own terms feels different. And that's really just a start, because on the Base app, there's not just one way to earn, there's dozens. You can get...
So here's the thing. Like, if you put out a viral app and someone's like, I'm going to take a flyer on it, right? I'm going to buy it early. It's like pure raw speculation. And I guess the fees and whatnot can get people paid. But eventually all these coins are trending towards zero, right? So it's just like speculative. It's like launch coin, if y'all remember. It's like speculative energy gets you fees for the creators, but there's no reason to be a long-term holder of any of these post coins. Right? Okay. Let's move on to main segment. Is it really alt season? Okay, let's take a look. First of all, I want to share with y'all some bullish signs for alt season. But first, this is funny. Yo, wait. Guys, let me know how many of y'all feel or resonate with this video. Okay, this is the funny one I want to watch together with y'all. Check this out. Let me know how many of y'all are this.
Can someone explain to me how the entire market is pumping except for the coins that I own. It's actually ridiculous. XRP is up 10% today, 35% in the last week. I don't own any. Ethereum, I don't own any. Up 22% in the last week. Solana, I own some. Looks like dog water. Hyperliquid, my biggest bag, down 3% in the last 24 hours. What's going on over there? What happened to the buybacks? Pump! I own some. The worst performing token on CoinMarketCap right now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Guys, how many of that are y'all? Be honest. That is so funny. I mean, I do own coins that have gone up recently with this mini alt season so far, but he's not joking. Like, hype has been down and pump has been doing terrible. Like, where are the buybacks, right? Things like that. What do y'all think? I think that's just hilarious. But moving on, let's take a look at some bullish signs for alt season. Search interest for altcoins is finally starting to be on the uptick. That's interesting. Okay, so this was like a joke, but the CEO of Wintermute said that there's almost no ETH left for sale on the OTC desk, which would be insane because that could explain the insatiable demand for ETH and the world-class price action the past week for ETH if OTC desks are running low on ETH. But this was supposed to be like a joke that people ran with. Check this out. BlackRock files to add staking to its ETH ETF. Can you imagine how many people are going to buy the ETH ETF if you get a yield from holding it? Oh my goodness, all of Wall Street, even normies are going to buy ETH to get a yield for your dividend portfolio. All the dividend folks, even Warren Buffett would like ETH ETFs. Gives you dividend, gives you yield. That's awesome, right? Yo, how many of y'all are going to buy this ETH staking ETF from BlackRock if it gets approved? Let me know, guys. Another bullish post. We're still in a range. The real pump starts above 4,000. Oh my goodness, 12,000. I don't know about that, but definitely new all-time highs. I've changed my mind about that. I think we do get new all-time highs. And then people are like, phase 2 has started. Remember this? We always talk about this. This path to alt season has not happened at all so far this cycle, but now ETH is outperforming. So maybe we're really on the path to alt season, right? ETH and then large caps and then everything alt season. One point here is XRP market cap just reached a new all-time high after so long. So that is kind of crazy to see. XRP market cap at all-time highs. Why don't we stake ETH ourselves? Because it's more complicated. That's why people prefer to stake with like Coinbase or maybe BlackRock in their retirement portfolio, getting yield, dividend yield, right? Check this out. This is funny. If this keeps up, Uber won't have any drivers left. That is so hilarious because XRP is the normies coin. They're like, it's bank coin. It's like, it's the corporate coin, whatever they call it. But it is the preferred coin of Uber drivers, normies, right? So this is funny. I thought this was really funny. Check this out. Crypto Capo, the person that we fade, just posted altcoins dropping back down to like crazy. Is that like a 50% drop down? Oh my goodness. We always fade Capo. Like almost always we should fade Capo. So he's blessing us with this bearish call. And then here's one by Colin Talks Crypto. He's everything points to a massive bull run. The global M2 chart, of course, and then bearish Oh, this is the dollar. This is the DXY we looked at earlier. A bearish breakdown, which means that risk assets will soar, cup and handle, and more. Like this is total 3. Yeah, so basically all these different indicators and charts and everything are pointing to a bull run ahead. So that should get you feeling bullish, if not anything. Do these Uber drivers accept XRP? I mean, maybe if you offer to send it to them when you're riding. Stellar gonna take, I honestly doubt it because XRP has a cult following. I don't know exactly when Trump will sign the bills, but I believe in the next week or two. Okay, so let's see. We're not done with this segment yet. Also want to show you all some charts. Some charts about Altseason. Okay, check this out. Oh, we kind of already looked at this. Massive cup and handle forming. That would be crazy. To 6 trill, I could see that. I could see that potentially. And then this is like the proprietary signals saying that this is like some momentum indicator or whatnot. But the green dot means that it's crossing, and that means alt season soon, presumably. Here's another one. Alt season has already started. The double bottom pattern. Yeah, I don't know how much this is reliable, but total altcoin market cap will reach 15 trillion. What? No way. Altcoin season index. Let's take a look at this. Oh, look. Wait, how do I zoom back? Here we go. Look, we're smack dab in the middle now. Oh my goodness. Once this gets like closer to here, we gotta take profits, guys. We gotta take profits. Wait. You can't really see that right now. Right here. Once this gets closer to the top, you have to be taking profits. Like maybe even sell a little bit early. Earlier, the better be early than late, right? You bought XRP. Did you hold all that time? That's crazy, Lee. That's crazy. Okay, here's something else for y'all. Glassnode's proprietary alt-season indicator fired on July 9th. This means stablecoin supplies are expanding, capital is flowing into BTC and ETH, and simultaneously the altcoin market cap is rising. A structural environment conducive to capital rotation. So this is also bullish for alts. CMC's altcoin index. Okay. Okay, let's check that. It's saying something roughly similar. Roughly similar. About in the middle right now. I mean, bro, we're not going to top tick. That's for sure. None of us are going to top tick. I'd be willing to bet on that, actually. Altcoin season index. Risk appetite is rotating into alts. Relative strength is no longer limited to microcaps. A majority of majors are now outrunning BTC on a 1-month basis. So this is from Alfractal. And Peter Brandt says, what happens when this last bite of the big yellow banana happens? Maybe the banana zone. That's kind of a meme, but maybe the banana zone. This is a little bit not up to date. We're a little bit higher, like the 40s. But this is expansion just started. Take profit above 75 and DCA out. This is where the FOMO will be intense. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Don't forget to take profits. I will be here on the stream, which is why you should like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already, because I will be here keeping you up to date when the altcoin season gets heated and when we should start taking profits aggressively. But we have more. We have more in this topic. That's not it. This is not even close to being it. There's also some contrarian views saying maybe hold your horses on Altseason. You know, we like to be contrarian here and not just full-on bull mode. Check this out. Altseason not confirmed yet, but we are getting some nice rallies. A true Altseason will be shown by Bitcoin dominance plummeting rapidly below the channel, heading back to the 40s to 44s. Could this be official start? Yes, but we'll only know in hindsight when true Altseason begins. So we need this to break down even further, right? BTC dominance is still, actually, what was it at again? BTC D, let's see. 61%. Okay. 61%. Wait, let me change this to the weekly perhaps. Yeah, it's still roughly in this channel, right? We need, I drew an ugly lines, but you get the idea. We need this to go much further. Much further. This guy wrote, time to be cautious here. I feel like the bulk of this move is done or close to being done. Wouldn't be surprised to see some chop. And he's talking about Bitcoin dominance. So he's thinking that not to just like ape in, expecting full on alt season to continue, but that there may be some chop here, BTC dominance. And here you go. Ben Cohen is saying that is a good chance we might see one more dominance rally, but decent chance that ETH BTC would put in a higher low. Timing is probably September, October. So what he's saying is that alts will go even lower versus BTC one more time before setting in the true cycle low and having a true alt season. I tend to actually agree with him. And even Hitesh, another analyst I respect, says based on MVRV, another metric, to reject again, get us to the last stage of consolidation in alts, and then get a much larger move to eventually break above 3.5. Happy to be wrong, though. So he's saying another rejection before in final euphoria moment. He says purely intuitive. I also tend to agree. Let me add these to the KOL call tracker later as well. Also, this is very important. Trader Main says, in an ideal world, BTC continues to lead the rally. He wants alt strength to be a function of BTC cooling off before another run, as opposed to BTC slowing down and topping out. So simply put, the longer BTC leads the rally, the longer the rally lasts. This is the ultimate important thing to note here. Some adjacent stuff, the Clarity Act, Genius Act, those things have all kind of been passed. And they had some standards here saying which blockchains are actually mature. And they said Bitcoin, ETH, and Cardano. Surprisingly, Cardano, because it's decentralized with validators and no single holder over 20%. And then the White House also said they support tax exemption for small Bitcoin and crypto transactions.
Genius Act, maybe as a means to get it across. And then my second question was about something the president spoke about in this room. He talked about a $600 de minimis tax exemption for Bitcoin and other crypto spending. So I was just wondering if you could.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. Quite interesting, folks. So let us move on to the KOL call tracking segment. We are tracking calls live every time. Let's see. Let's see. Did we already do tech dev? Yes, we did. Let's see. Ethereum. What other one did we look at today? Okay, let's start with this. This Hitesh. What is this call? This is July 17th, 2025. And he's essentially saying, or end of 2025, he's essentially saying one more consolidation in alts. One more consolidation in alts before what? Larger move. Okay. I got Hitesh here. And then let's see what else to add. Crypto Poseidon. What call did he make before? Long ETH. Well, this is kind of the same call, but okay, I'll add this anyhow. Let me also take a quick screenshot. July 17th. Fireworks. What did he say? The real pump for ETH starts above 40. For ETH starts above. Okay. And then end of 2025, TBD. And then here, Crypto Capo says, wait, we kind of already got his bearish stuff, the bull trap. Yeah, we already got that though. Let's see, what else can we? Right here, check this out. Violent leg up. Okay, this is great. 2 comma popper. Okay, what date is this? July 18th. We are getting so many things here. BTC to 150 to 180K, ETH to 8K, and SOL to 420. This is perfect call to add to this list. End of 2025, TBD. Okay, I just added that. Let's see a couple more. This is crazy, Colin Talks Crypto. I have a lot of his calls already, but 15,000? What? No way, right? Do y'all think? Okay, wait, when did he call that? 17th. ETH to 15K. This bull run. Let me even give him like 2 years, end of 2026 for that. That's crazy. How many of y'all think that's possible? Okay, I think that's enough for the KOL call tracking. Oh, I forgot, folks. I forgot. I wanted to do a rate your coin segment today. So if there's any coins you want me to take a look at, any recent picks, just write it in the chat. Maybe the name of the project, ticker symbol, and like what interests you about it, perhaps. And I'll take a look at a few. But get those in quick if you have some on your mind. Because first, I'm doing the change my mind segment, which is going to be quite interesting. Okay, here is the change my mind for today. My change my mind is two consensus of a trade equals no longer a good trade. And a very clear example of this is Hyperliquid. Everyone was like, Hyperliquid is a sure thing. Ansem even got in. Everyone, the Chile army influencers said Hyperliquid is his biggest back. Everyone says it's a no-brainer. They're doing so much buybacks, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? It's been going down as ETH has been pumping like 10% or more. ETH has been pumping. XRP has been pumping. ADA has been pumping. Hyperliquid down 3%, down 4%, right? Now, I do think Hyperliquid is one of the most blue chip bets that we can make for the next few years. But the market truth is that two consensus equals no longer a good trade. That holds true for everything. For everything in markets, every asset. Two consensus means the market's going to punish you for following along and being a sheep, I should say. So change my mind. Let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all agree or disagree? Two consensus equals no longer a good trade. Yeah, Hyperliquid did start going up earlier. But people thought it's going to go up to easily to 80, 60s, 80s, 100s. Like right now, I mean, I do think it eventually goes up there, but right now it was two consensus, so it needed a period to shake out some paper hands, you know? Yeah. No, I agree. But I think that my point is it's no longer a good trade, at least in the time frame for all the people who are FOMOing in. You know, if your time frame is still longer, then after all the people, the paper hands leave hype and go into other stuff, hype's going to run out of sellers and rocket back up. Okay. Let's take a look at some rate your coins. Let's see. Okay, let's see some of these. Kita. Okay, Maverick wants Kita. What is Kita? Kita chart looks okay. Okay, what is it? Where networks connect. Common ground for all payment networks. Compliance, move assets. Oh, I think you showed me this before. I mean, I think it's okay. There's a lot of competition, though. I'd care a lot about its tokenomics and whatnot. Not bad. I think I'd give it like a B, maybe. Not bad. Not my favorite, but not bad either. And this is just me taking a quick look. Obviously, I'd have to do way more research to really dig in. Spectre AI. We've also looked at that before, too. But we can take a look at Spectre AI. You guys really love your AI stuff, don't you? Next generation AI on-chain research platform. Navigate the so it's crypto like research powered by AI. Okay, is this good or bad?
Performance through a smooth and gamified UI. Price action by analyzing main project announcements. Is the Spectre AI visual buttons, app customization?
I mean, this is okay. I think I like Crypto EQ, which does a lot of these like sentiment analysis and stuff. This maybe have a little more data, Don't see why it really needs its own token though, but yeah, I give this like a C plus B minus, to be honest. AVAX is always solid, but it hasn't been the most exciting. I think in a catch-up pump, it could pump quite a bit. Look, it's still down so much from all-time highs. AVAX is like, unfortunately, like Polygon and Dot and everything lagging, HBAR, all those, you know? I mean, I think AVAX is a solid project. It just doesn't have the most excitement or momentum or things going for it right now. I give AVAX a B minus currently. TARS AI. Let's check this out. TARS AI. I think we've checked this out already before too. You guys really like your Solana Foundation AI architecture protocol. I mean, AI crypto hasn't been that hot lately, so I feel like that needs to come back. Like, look, this was when it pumped during the AI agent boom, and then it went even lower afterwards. It needs another, like, we need another AI season for these to really do well. ZRX, oh my goodness, that's throwback. I mean, they're solid, but they're just not really doing anything. Can it reach former all-time highs? I mean, maybe, but I don't see it going any further, to be honest. Zero X is, yeah, it's a solid project. It's just the space has kind of moved like beyond it per se, and all the hype and excitement. I give this a C. Yeah, I know it has a backing of Eric Schmidt. I don't really care about backing that much these days, but yeah. During late stage bull market, for sure, the cheap coins will pump for sure during late stage. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do more Rate My Coins in the future, so don't worry, like on Monday and next Wednesday. But I first want to invite y'all to join Retail DAO. Check out our beautiful website. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen another more beautiful website than this recently. It tells you everything, what it is, why you should join, how to join, how many tokens you get for different tiers, etc., testimonials, FAQ. And also check this out. I don't really like talking about the price that much because it's the utility that matters, but retail is at crazy new all-time highs, which is quite crazy to see. And it's still early. Like, we started early to let the community come in at an affordable price. And we'll have to lower the tiers eventually in the future, most likely. But if you want to join Retail DAO, check out that QR code, scan it, it'll take you to the website, and you can get all the information there. As the bull market heats up, as more seasons like AI agent season or whatever the new meta is, you want to be in a community like Retail DAO where we trade notes and share opportunities early. And we're not always bullish. I actually wrote a post saying why I think people should take profits early on Pump Fund, and that saved people money. Like, we have contrarian views. It's not only bull posts in there, you know? We have all sorts of views. We have all sorts of discussion about macro, about even sometimes stocks, even though mostly it's crypto, small caps, airdrops, everything. So just join us. And I also don't forget, real quick, if you don't mind liking, the goal is 100 likes on this stream, both while you're watching it and afterwards. But really, really enjoy this one. Happy Friday, happy weekend. It's been a great week for the crypto markets. I will see y'all next week on Monday, 12 noon Eastern time. I'm going to eventually stop saying these things, these reminders, because you all know that we do these always at Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 noon Eastern. Very rarely will it be a different day or a different time. All right.